Remember when I shared these with you? Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. We are going to do something absolutely fabulous with these. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. Today, we're going to take these little cocoa cups that I got from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to turn them into something fabulous. Now, these cocoa cups were a part of a Dollar Tree haul video that I shared with you, so I'll have that video linked in the description box below in case you are interested in seeing the goodies that I got. Wasn't very many of them, but I just wanted to share. These, I think, are just so cute. They can be used as an ornament, or they can be used as we're going to use them today. Each little cup contains enough mix to make a 6-ounce cup of hot chocolate. This cup is just for decorative packaging. You actually pour the mix into your own personal cup to make the hot chocolate. But if you're looking for a little inexpensive, Christmassy something to give, you have stopped by the right channel, because we're going to take 2 of these and we're going to create the cutest personal hot chocolate station out there. Hands down, this is probably one of the cutest that you've seen. We've all seen the hot cocoa and coffee bars in people's homes. Well, this is just a little personal one. You can sit it on your desk, and when you need a cup of hot chocolate, go ahead and pull one out. We have our candy bars and we have our peppermints. Y'all, this is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to give you a closer look at all this goodness. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, so here's a closer look at the hot chocolate cups that we're going to be using today. Each cup has enough mix in it to do a 6-ounce cup of hot chocolate. And I'm just going to show you what you get in here. So you have that nice little packaging that mimics one of the coffee cups or tea cups you might get. But when you open it, on the inside, we have a packet of hot chocolate. So you can see that you can probably find similar cups in the store. They might not have this on the front, but you can probably find this size cup. If you visit Amazon, I'm sure you can probably find cups this size to be able to do a similar project if you don't have access to a Dollar Tree and you want to do this project or a similar type project. But I'm going to be using 2 of those. And like I said, y'all, we're going to be creating the cutest personal hot cocoa bar out there. This is so delightful that anyone you give this to is going to love it. Didn't take much. I believe that I was able to make this whole thing for under $5. So what we have here, I have 2 of the cups, and then I sectioned off my box, and I'll walk you through how I did that. I wanted a place here for the candies, and then I wanted a place for my cups where they would not flop around in my container. So I'm going to walk you through this entire process, and you'll see how from the front to the back we have a gift idea that you can make and that you can be proud to give to anyone. This is one of those times where I'm actually going to theme a Christmas gift in Christmas colors, because this is perfect for Christmas Day, and it's perfect just to have sitting out. All right, y'all, so as I was unpacking my project bag, I did find my breakdown of how much it actually cost me to make this, and it cost me $4.10 in supplies to be able to make this. And I'm rounding up to $5 because of the tape and the glue that I'll use on this project. Not much at all, but we end up with something fabulous. So what I'm going to be using, I have a whole bunch of scrap chipboard. So I went to my scrap bin, and we're going to be using scrap chipboard for this. If you don't have chipboard, you can double up on cereal boxes. You can use shoe boxes. You can even try to use cardboard. But I have 4 pieces that measure 1 7/8 by 2 1/4. I have 1 piece that measures 2 by 6. I have 1 piece that measures 2 1/4 by 6, and I have a piece that measures 5 by 6. Then I have 2 pieces of beautiful double-sided, same print on each side, 11 by 11 paper. Now, I bought this paper a couple of years ago for Valentine's Day. Really didn't use it, and found it in my stash, and this works beautifully for this project. As a matter of fact, this is also Valentine's paper, so that just goes to show you that sometimes the papers that we have are definitely interchangeable, because I can use these for Valentine's crafting if I want, but they're also going to work well for today's project. Then I'm going to be using some Echo Park Christmas Cheer chipboard phrases. These are not stickers. I have this little ornament that I bought from Dollar General about 2 years ago. It was $1, and I think it's really cute for this project. I have some twine, some decorative greenery, and my sweet pieces. I have 2 Hershey's milk chocolate mini bars and 2 candy canes. How many you put in there, it's really up to you. And then, of course, we have 2 small cups of the hot cocoa mix. Now, all the measurements that I'm giving you are designed to fit these. So if you go out and you're looking for cups, make sure that your cups are going to fit the size that I share with you. So the cup size here is approximately 2 3/4 of an inch wide and 3 1/8 of an inch tall. If you're working with cups that are no bigger than this, then the project that we're doing today will certainly fit. If your cups are larger, then you're going to need to modify this to fit your cups. So I have decided that I want this to be the outside, is I'm going to take my chipboard pieces, starting with the 5x6, we place it here. The 2 1/4x6, we place it here. And the 2x6, we place it here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the tape backers from these chipboard pieces so that we can place everything down. So now let's go ahead and just take this piece. We're going to place it down right here. We'll take our piece that is 2 1/4x6. We're going to place it down. Let me turn it sideways so I can see my spacing. We're going to place it down right here with about 1/8 of an inch in spacing in between the 2 chipboard pieces. And then we'll take our 2x6 and do the same thing. So we're going to place it down with about 1/8 of an inch in spacing in between. I'll flip over and get everything nice and stuck. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and I'm just going to trim away my excess paper. Now I can take my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and drive it into the paper to get a nice little pre-score going. And if you have a paper that is prone to cracking, this might help to minimize the severity of it. Won't stop that cracking, but it might lessen it. And I'll even go on the inside here. And if you have a 2-sided stylus, I'm actually using the smaller bulb for this part. So let's stand up and train our paper to fold over. So now I'm just going to miter my ends. And when we miter, we're just cutting in like this and like this so that we can do a professional fold over on those corners. All right, so now that we have our edges ready to be folded over, I am going to use my tape runner to add tape on my flaps. And I can use my snail tape runner, which isn't a very strong tape runner. I can use that here because I will be sandwiching these pieces in between the chipboard and the inside liner. So I am just going to fold over. Now I'll go back and make sure I have a stick. If you have any pointy ends, just take them, tap them into your work surface, and that helps to give them more of a rounded look. Now I'm going to take my big old spatula, go along the edges of the chipboard, all the way around. And I'm doing this to get that nice squared professional look. So now that we have this, we need to figure out the sizing for the inside liner. So I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. This we know is 6, and I like to reduce everything by 1/4 of an inch. So the 6 will become 5 3/4. And this is 9 1/2, so the 9 1/2 will become 9 1/4. So I'll be cutting my inside liner at 9 1/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this piece, cut off my 5 3/4 inch piece, and cut it down to 9 1/4. I won't be tossing my scraps because we'll need them for the other part of the project. So now you can see we can take this piece and we can put it on just like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape and we're going to tape this part, the chipboard part, and then we'll put some tape around the edges of the liner. So I'm going to go ahead and just take my tape, place my tape down, and if you are interested in any of the Posh branded tools, I'll have a link in the description box for those. My daughter is actually making these. And I will have her linked below. So now I'm going to take my tape and we're going to add our tape around the edges of this piece. And then we'll remove the tape backers and join them together. All right, so let's peel away our tape backers. And for those of you who are new to paper crafting, I am using a double-sided tape. So when I place the tape down originally, one side sticks. Then I peel away the backer sheet to expose the second part of the double stick. So we have sticky on both sides. And if you're interested in the tape that I'm using or other products that I'm using, make sure that you are checking my Amazon storefront. It's linked in the description box below. So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it down like this. And now I'll take my big old spatula and go ahead and get everything nice and stuck. Then I'll lift up to find my spine. And I'll take the rounded part of this spatula, which is this end, and I'll just go in and crease it like that to get it all nice and pretty. Then I'll rotate it around so that I can find the spine from this direction. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just getting everything nice and stuck. So now that we have our spines defined, I can fold it, and you can see that I don't have any paper puckering in my corners. If I did, I would simply need to go back and work those just a little bit more. So now we have this piece. I am going to bring in the 4 pieces that measure 1 7/8 by 2 1/4. And we're going to bring in our scrap piece. And we're going to place them down so that the 2 1/4 inch piece is hitting along the bottom of our paper. And I'm going to go ahead and do this with all of them. And you can see that I'm using my scrap for this. I'm going to flip over to get everything nice and stuck. Then I'm simply going to cut out. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my finger blade, cut, and when I get to the edge here, I'm just going to flare a little bit. On this side, take my finger blade, cut. When I get to the edge here, I'm going to flare slightly. And that nice flare makes it easy for me to fold over and cover. So let's just go ahead and do all of these. All right, so now that we have all 4 of these, we simply need to cover them in tape, or you can glue them. I'm just going to go ahead and cover mine in tape because that's how I started. Then I'll take a small piece of tape and cover that because you want to have tape coverage definitely going along the bottom. All right, so we're just going to peel away the tape backer. And we're going to take this and stand it up and fold it over. And then you just trim away the excess. And we do that with all 4. Stand it up, fold it over, and trim away the excess. All right, so once you have them all trimmed out, I am just going to go along the top of each one to get them nice and squared and professional looking. All right, so now it's time to put our little pieces in. And the way that I'm going to do this is I am just going to take them, put them in like this, and like this, and I will be using glue to put these in. So on the end here, I'm going to go in about 1/8 of an inch. So let's add glue on the 3 raw edges of our chipboard. And then I'll take this piece with the glue on the 3 raw edges. I'm going to put it in like this, going in about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to press down, bring up the front, and press it to that piece, like this. Now let's just go ahead and press down and press in on the front and press in on the back. Now this is definitely a technique that you guys have seen me using since I have been on YouTube, and it is one that I have found to be the easiest way to make a box, and it works. So I am using Reptile adhesive, y'all. This is some of the strongest adhesive out there, and if you haven't tried it, I encourage you to give it a try. But if you have a glue that you like, keep using it. Now, Reptile does not ship when the weather falls below freezing, so you might want to check to see if they're still shipping. And if you use it and you haven't placed your order to get you through the winter crafting months, you might want to go ahead and place an order if it's not too late. So I am simply going to hold this in place for a while until it sets up. Then we'll place our other pieces in. All right, y'all, so I think we're ready to place the next piece in, and I'm going to show you how I determine where to place my pieces. So I'm going to bring in my cup, and I am going to put my cup in, and then I look at where the cup falls, and I'm going to take this piece and put it in. And basically what I'm doing is I am just determining where I want to place the next piece. So wherever my lid falls, I know that I need to do my spacing according to where the lid is falling. So what I'm doing while I'm talking to you is I have this piece hitting the lid and I'm looking at where it falls right here. So it looks like if I place my piece so that it is even with that line there, then I'll be good on my spacing. So I am just eyeballing basically, but I have identified that if I line this edge up with this edge right here on the inside, then I'll have really good spacing. That is probably the easiest way to do it when you're adding sections, and those sections definitely need to meet a certain size. So I'm going to take my glue, placing my glue on the 3 rough edges of my chipboard. And my glue will dry clear because this will be a messy part of the project. So now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it in like this. And then just like with before, I'm going to squeeze in and press down, and you can see how messy that looks on the inside from that glue, but that's not going to be a problem, y'all, because it is going to dry clear. The same thing happened with this one, and you can't see my glue on the inside, so it was the same thing. So I'm just going to press down. Now I'll take my first cup, put it in. I'll take my second cup, put it in. Then I'll take this piece and pretty much do the same thing, just kind of eyeball where I need for it to be. And basically it looks like I need to line it up starting right here and going in. So I am going to take my glue, add my glue to the 3 sides of my chipboard. And we're going to take this piece and put it in right there. I think that's pretty aligned. If not, I can always put my cup in there to test it. So let's get everything straight. Take my cup, put it in, and I can see that I have a really good fit. So I am just going to straighten this out. So let's just straighten it a little bit. And then we press down and we squeeze in from the front and the back. So far we have 3 sections in. We need to do that final piece. So I am going to take my glue, place my glue on this piece. And then when I put this piece in, I only need to go in about 1/8 of an inch, just like I did on the outer side opposite. So I'm just sliding that in. And I am just going to squeeze. And let's press down. And then all we have to do is let this dry, because now we have a place for our cups like that. We can place our candies in like this, and we can place our candy canes in like this, and they all fit. I think that that is just so stinking cute. It is just adorable. So I'm going to take everything out because I want to do a little bit of decorating. So I'm going to take this ornament and I'm going to take this piece and we're going to cover the back of the ornament so that it matches. So I am just going to take some tape, add some tape here, add some tape here. Go ahead and trim away that excess. Now I'm going to take this piece, peel away my tape backer, and we're going to place it down like this. And then I'll trim away the excess. And I'm only doing this because I want to have a nice coordinated back look on this. Then I'm going to take my Crocodile Big Bite, go in, and just open that hole. And so now we have this piece. I have my hot glue gun heating up. We are going to go ahead and take these pieces and place them down right here on the front. These are actually stickers, so I can peel away. We're going to place one there. We're going to take one and place it here. We'll take this one in the middle because I definitely want some green peeking out. And we're going to place it right there. Then I'm going to take this piece of chipboard ephemera that says Hot Christmas Cocoa. I'm going to add some glue to the back. And I'm going to place it, let me look at it, place it right there. I think that that is cute. Then I'm going to take this piece and we're going to put it on the back just like this. I'm sacrificing a lot of that, but that's okay. I didn't want to put it in like this because I thought it took away from the look. So we're just going to go with it like this. Let's go ahead and add some hot glue. And we're going to put this on right here. And I think that that is very cute. And then again, I'm going to take this piece that says Made with Spice and Lots of Christmas Magic. Add some tape to the back. Let's take this piece and we're going to put it right there. Then I'm going to take this piece and we're just going to put it right here. And I'll do that by adding just a little bit of hot glue right there. And then we're going to take this piece, add a little bit of hot glue, and we're going to put it right there. Now we're going to take our cups of hot cocoa and put them in like this. Put our candy canes in like this. And I'll take my chocolates and just put them in like this. And now I'm just going to take some twine, feed it through, and just tie a knot like this. Then I'll take my scissors and just cut away some of that twine. And now we have a second beautiful, cutable, if cutable is a word, we have one right here. These personal hot cocoa bars are just so stinking cute that I can't stand the cuteness. Y'all, look at how gorgeous these are. And so easy to make. You just saw how easy they were to make and so inexpensive. Does this really look like it cost less than $5 to make? Well, it did. Y'all, my apologies if you heard my heater in the background off and on throughout this video. It is freezing in here and it is not warming up, so I had to turn my heater on. But look at how gorgeous these are. They are so stinking cute. This is just one of those things that I personally would love to receive from anyone. I think it is adorable. And I think that you will have so much fun making these. And you know what else I just thought about? On these lids here, if you wanted to, you could punch out a small circle and just put it right there in that hole to finish off that look completely. Now, I didn't. I might go back and do it. But look at how gorgeous these are, even when you don't have the hole covered in the top. So y'all, I really hope that you have enjoyed today's super awesome way to make your own personal hot cocoa bar as a gift for a friend, co-worker, family member, you, whoever it is you want to give it to. Have fun making these. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's super sweet video. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it. We're bringing the fresh. We're bringing the new. That is why I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload a new video. As always, my friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.